Well, what's next? Or who? The questions surrounding the fallout after a weekend attempt by Governor Cuomo to defuse an escalating sexual misconduct scandal. The pile-on continues. The New York Attorney General is now officially launching an inquiry into the allegations of inappropriate behavior from 2 former aides. At least 3 Democrats are calling for Cuomo to resign. News 4's Andrew Siff is live in Albany with the latest for us. Andrew?
And Chuck, this is pretty extraordinary. A few days ago, you could have set your clock by it. You would expect that Governor Cuomo would be on television today. After all, it's exactly 1 year since the first COVID case hit New York. And remember, he did more than 100 consecutive days of news conferences about COVID. But the governor today is out of sight. Governor Andrew Cuomo nowhere to be seen today, while his critics seemingly everywhere. From Republican lawmakers,
I believe the right thing is for the governor to step aside,
to fellow Democrats.
The allegations are very disturbing, and if they are substantiated, it's going to be a very serious problem.
The allegations are these. Former staffer Charlotte Bennett accuses Cuomo of verbal harassment, telling the New York Times, "He asked me if I believed age made a difference in relationships and asked if I had ever been with an older man." That accusation just days after former aide Lindsey Boylan accused the governor of asking her to play strip poker and subjecting her to an uninvited kiss in her office. Late today, Bennett added this statement: "To the governor's survivors, I am here. Lindsey is here. You do not have to say a single word, but if you choose to speak your truth, we will be standing with you, I promise." Attorney General Letitia James now investigating it all. Back in December, the governor had refuted Boylan.
A woman has the right to come forward and express her opinion and express issues and concerns that she has, but it's just not true.
And he repeated the denial last week. But on Bennett's accusation, the governor's response evolved rapidly. On Saturday, the governor asking former federal judge Barbara Jones to lead the review. The next morning, he dropped that request. We want to avoid even the perception of a lack of independence or inference of politics. And just hours later, an explanation. At work, sometimes I think I am being playful and make jokes that I think are funny. Some of the things I've said have been misinterpreted. To the extent anyone felt that way, I am truly sorry about that.
That's not an apology.
Mayor de Blasio today unsparing in his criticism of his longtime political rival.
Clearly was letting himself off the hook for something that, for the women involved, sounded pretty terrifying.
It never gets easier, even as I continue to speak out and help advocate.
Erica Vladimir founded the Sexual Harassment Working Group with other survivors.
We are finally starting this cultural shift that we have so desperately needed up in Albany.
Now, New York Attorney General Letitia James confirmed today that she got the official referral letter from the governor's office. That puts her in charge entirely independently. Her next step is selecting a private law firm to conduct the depositions and the investigation itself. We're live in Albany. Andrew Siff, News 4 New York.